So easy. Hi, good evening, everyone. It's Monday night, September 23rd. It's actually my mother's birthday, so I'm thankful for the woman who gave birth to me. And tonight we have such a special topic presented by Team Healthy Bodies USA. We're going to talk about mother and baby wellness. And I believe this is one of the most important topics that we can address, because we can make such a difference in that area, and we can help moms and babies really set the tone for good health for that child's life from the get-go. A lot of us grew up maybe not knowing what was healthy, or thinking some things that were healthy we found out 20 years later were not. Well, that doesn't matter, because we really believe that you start where you are, that it's the totality of lifestyle choices. We know this from the science now, that can keep, the bad genes turned off and keep your body's restorative processes running and healthy. And there's no time more critical than pregnancy. The oxidative stress on a mom's body is enormous. She doubles her blood supply. She's going through all kinds of amazing things, growing another human being in her body. And so we just want to salute moms who are listening to this, because it is an amazing process to give life. And as we get started tonight, we're going to talk a lot about nutrition. I do believe that diet and lifestyle, the role that they play, really boils down to 4 core areas. Number 1, the consumption of whole food nutrition for the majority of the diet. That doesn't mean we don't get a Frosty at Wendy's sometimes, or a Sonic shake. I remember pregnancy cravings myself, and I craved some pretty goofy things. But whole food nutrition is number 1. Second is exercise and movement. And certainly in pregnancy, that can help you get the body more prepared for an easier delivery. The third thing is going to be sleep. Sleep is so important to our health. And certainly the challenges of parenting prevent a good night's sleep for many years for some of us as we raise children. And what I'm going to share with you about Juice Plus tonight and nutrition, and what you're going to hear from this panel, helps to overcome some of that sleep deprivation, but also promotes healthy sleep habits, okay? The fourth thing is hydration. And hydration is so key and so simple to human health that we often forget. But as a mom is growing a baby, she needs lots of water to keep the amniotic fluid replenished, to keep herself hydrated and feeling good. Dehydration can lead to, contractions that are too early when the baby's not ready to come. So we want to keep hydration at the top of our minds. But we're going to really focus on that nutrition piece tonight. And how do you get more whole food nutrition in our diets? The recommendations are anywhere from 7 to 13 servings a day of fresh, raw fruits and vegetables. Raise your hands if you think you ate that much today. Did anybody get 7? Come on, do we have some warrior? Okay, we got a warrior out there who got 7, and that's great. But we all know that there are things in our diet lacking. That's why Americans, in what I think is one of our most American fashions, is we take vitamins, right? We think, well, more must be better. So I'll take an isolated supplement with a few nutrients and hope that it bridges the gap between what I should be eating and what I'm really eating. Well, this is where, for me, Juice Plus came on the scene. 13 years ago, I was a brand new mom, postpartum. Those boys are 13 and 10 years old now. And a friend of mine introduced me to Juice Plus. And before you hear the stories from our awesome panel tonight, I just want you to know what this is, how it works, and how it works in your body. Juice Plus is farm-grown, vine-ripened produce. So fruits, vegetables, berries, everything's grown under optimal conditions, no pesticides, herbicides, things like that. The fruits, vegetables, and berries ripen on the vine, so they get to attain that peak of nutritional maturity. It's then harvested. It's made into sort of a slurry. It's not exactly like juicing. We know juicing is really good for us, but it's made into more of a slurry. And that slurry goes through a very quick, low temperature drying process. And what that does is it removes the water, the salt, and it neutralizes the sugar. So what you get is the nutrition, all of the nutrition that is in things like kale, parsley, beets, acerola cherries, pineapple, prunes, apples, black currants, elderberries, artichokes, blueberries. It goes on and on. There's 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries in these blends. And it goes through that process and is encapsulated. I'm going to take a capsule out just so you can see what it looks like. And in a second, Jenna is going to show us some more products, but that's what a capsule looks like. Most of us take 2 fruit and 2 vegetable and 2 berry every day. I'll tell you that when I was pregnant, I took 4 of each a day. And I love the idea of getting that nutrition into my bloodstream where I knew it would cross over to the placenta and would create the very building blocks for that baby growing inside of me. And that's why I've always said Juice Plus is just really simple. It's life-giving nutrition, okay? And I want to switch over to, I want to talk to you about the omegas, but Jenna is a friend of mine. She's on the panel here, and I have 1 Juice Plus baby. Jenna has 4 Juice Plus baby boys that are amazing, amazing, and full of energy. And Jenna, what can you share with us about these products and how they work for us?
Yes. So like Ellen said, we have the capsules. We also have some amazing chewables. And so this is what my boys eat. We have the fruit and the vegetable. Same product, just a different form. We also have the berries here. For those who have a harder time swallowing, a pill of, a capsule of some sort, you can also get all of that nutrition in just by having a yummy chewable. It's kind of like a fruit snack. And we also have our shakes here. So it comes in chocolate and vanilla. These are amazing. Just another great, easy way to get all of this nutrition in. They're protein-based, all plant-based, gluten-free, non-GMO, dairy-free, have fiber. They're all vegan. And just an easy way to get as much nutrition in as possible. And so when I was, back before we decided to start our family, I knew about Juice Plus. And I was very blessed that I was able to have this nutrition on board when we decided to start our families. I had 2 healthy pregnancies. But for me, the kicker was the last pregnancy I had was twin boys. They're now, all of them are now 9-5 and the babies are 3. But for that twin pregnancy, I was super nervous. I was worried that I wasn't going to be getting as much nutrition as I needed. I had no idea what to expect. I was afraid they were going to be taken away to the NICU. I was afraid, they were going to have to be on oxygen or something like that. But we made it to almost full term. We were like 38 weeks, no time in the NICU. I got to hold them right away, and they came home with me 2 days later. And that's how it should be. There should be no time worrying about your babies or leaving one in the hospital and coming to visit them. They should go home with you. And it's all about, I believe really in my heart, it's all about as much nutrition as you can get. And with these products, it's just such a simple, easy, and affordable way to get, 40 plants into our bodies every day. And now, my baby's got it through the breast milk, and now they're Eat Juice Plus, and they can't get enough of it. I mean, I'm not kidding that it was one of my twins' first words. They just would cry for Juice Plus, and they and one word that I can make out. So it's been a part of our family. I don't think we'll ever go a day without it. But it's just simple, easy, affordable, and it's great. I have done so much research as far as tools to use for a family, and this is just the greatest tool that I have ever found. And what I love about this is, I can share my mission with everybody. I can get people healthier, and I kind of want to kick it over to my friend Beth. She joined my team because she saw value in being able to share it with others as well. And so while she can share it, with as many families as she can. She also gets an awesome little paycheck on the side. So that's something that can't be beat. So Beth, tell us more. Tell us your story.
Well, thank you, Jenna. Thank you, Ellen, for hosting everything. So I have 2 Juice Plus babies in different ways. With my firstborn, I was on Juice Plus. I had the best pregnancy, the easiest, most amazing. It was like a dream when he came out. It was beautiful. And then I ended up having postpartum depression with him. And I got off of Juice Plus and I stopped drinking the shakes. And it was really tough for a long time. And then I just kind of quit taking it. I just didn't make it a part of my daily habit. And I felt it. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. But then when I got pregnant with Thomas, I still wasn't taking Juice Plus, and I wasn't part of the business yet. But then he ended up getting really sick and was in the hospital for a week when he was 6 weeks old. And my cousin Jill came over and shared Juice Plus with me again and said, you need to get back on this. And we did. And I will tell you, this child is so healthy. He's 28 pounds. He's 8 months old. He is so happy and healthy. And my oldest son hasn't been sick once since we started taking our Juice Plus again. And it's been amazing. And one thing I wanted to share with you guys also are omegas, because my son is so very, very heavy. Going up and down the stairs with him was killing my knees. And so I finally ordered the omegas and started taking them. And I feel like I'm 25 again. I'm almost 40. So, having babies a little later in life, I thought it was going to really take a toll on my body. But I think with Aaron, having the Juice Plus on board really helped with the pregnancy. And now with Thomas being so healthy now, the omegas have helped a lot. And the shakes just keep us going. I have more energy than I did when I was 25. So I'm in love with Juice Plus. I love our team. I love our mission. I love being able to help people just be healthier and just I'm not going to eat 30 fruits and vegetables every day, people. Like, get Juice Plus. It will help. And not only that, but my paycheck has grown steadily since I started doing this. And it's been really fun. And come join us. It'll be great. So now we're going to pass it off over to Erica. She's a friend I've made by joining this mission. And I've really enjoyed just the connections that I've made through this business, and meeting Ellen and Reagan and Jenna and everybody just cracked me up, and I love you guys. So couldn't be with a better team. So here's Erica. She's going to talk to you about her pregnancy story.
Thank you, Beth.
Welcome.
And yes, so I have been a part of the Juice Plus company. As far as products are concerned, it would be 8 months. No, sorry, 8 years. Sorry, guys. I was thinking about when I was pregnant for my son. So my Juice Plus story really starts with my first child's pregnancy. And I could not take prenatals. They just made me constipated and they made me feel icky. I unfortunately am one of those women that suffers from hyperemesis, and I vomited a lot. Juice Plus really came at the perfect time. I was in the later portion of my pregnancy with Aiden, but I went to an event and it just made sense. It was fruits and vegetables. I didn't have to question if it was safe for me or my baby. That was huge. It was backed by research, like not just a little bit of research, guys, like a ton of research. So it really put my mind at ease. I loved the capsules, but honestly, dealing with the inflammation of a lot of vomiting, the chewables were a huge blessing, because on a day when I could not physically swallow a capsule, I could either open the capsule and just add those to a shake, or I could eat the chewables. So it was great to have both of those available to me. And like I said, totally safe. Even with throwing up and not hardly gaining, I only ever gained between 10 and 14 pounds with all 3 of my pregnancies, all 3 very sick. All 3 of my children were 8.5-pound babies. So they were very well nourished regardless of my lack of weight gain and regardless of really, I mean, I was in pretty rough shape myself, honestly. I looked kind of rough, but I have some beautiful babies. I had very healthy, easy labor and delivery, and nursed babies for a year thereafter. And so Juice Plus just made sense. It was an easy way to get the nutrients, an easy way to have, honestly, an insurance policy for the days when I didn't, you know, have a good day and didn't feed myself very well. And it kept us all healthy. I mean, we didn't start for the purpose of my pregnancy, but I look back and I'm so glad that we started for my husband, who was just a picky eater. And instead, I ended up with 3 beautiful Juice Plus babies. They're the healthiest kids I've ever seen. We've never had an ear infection. We've been to the doctor 1 time for an illness. And that's pretty phenomenal when you have a 7, 5, and 3-year-old. So we're really blessed. I just wanted to add on the omega note. So the omegas have been out a couple of years, and I remember when they came out, I knew I was going to take it because I hate fish oil, and I know omegas are important. So having a plant-based option that didn't taste horrible or that I didn't burp all day was just really exciting for me. But I remember thinking, I'm not going to notice a difference. I've been on Juice Plus for, you know, quite a few years at that time. And so started taking the omegas, and I will tell you, women who have had children, something happens during pregnancy. And I used to tell people, every time I get pregnant, the baby eats another portion of my brain. And so by the 3rd child, I am literally brain dead. Cannot find my car when I leave Walmart, grocery shopping, can't figure out where I left my keys. I mean, just like, what is wrong with me? I started taking these omegas, guys, and in 2 weeks, I was like, something's happening to me. It was pretty wild. So I started researching what omegas do and realizing the power of the brain food behind omegas. And it's no joke. Your body sends omega reserves to help build the baby's brain. If you're like me and you pop out 3 babies in 5 years, you will be deficient yourself. And I was getting really, really deficient. So these have been a lifesaver for my memory. They taste good enough that I just snip the cap and feed them to my husband and my children who are not eating capsules yet. And really, this mission has continually inspired me to not just be the best version of myself, really, to go out there and share the most simple thing. I mean, let's face it, it doesn't get easier, more simple than fruits and vegetables with everyone I know, because everyone I know needs to hear about Juice Plus and is not eating very well. And the kids that I'm seeing are very sick, and I just can't sit back and watch that happen. So joined the business about 4 years ago and haven't looked back. So grateful for the many blessings that I have really, I mean, friendships alone. You're going to hear again from Ellen, my sweet business partner and such a dear friend of mine. I would not know her or any of you, for that matter, if it wasn't for this mission. And this mission pays for my 3 children to attend private school in my town. We could not afford that without this mission. So I literally cannot say enough good about fruits and vegetables in a capsule. It's been a life changer for us. So I'm going to pass it back to Ellen, and she'll share some of her cool story, and we will wrap it up. Muted, Ellen.
Thank you, Erica, so much for sharing, for all of you. Obviously, if you're watching this, the women on this panel are just phenomenal, but I think you get that we're real and we're passionate about sharing this solution. So my story, which I started to tell you, was 13 years ago. I was 2 months postpartum, and a friend of mine told me about Juice Plus. I was at another friend's baby shower, And I'm so grateful, you know, in the long run that she shared it with me. She looked great. She was thin and glowing and gorgeous. She hadn't had kids, so I'm thinking, yeah, of course she'll feel great, right? I just had a baby. I'm fat and exhausted. But she shared with me what Juice Plus is. And I did say to her, I said, if they can really put fruits and vegetables in a capsule, I want to try that. And she sent me my Juice Plus to try for 4 months, because what the company does is they ship it directly to you in a 4-month supply. So when you start Juice Plus, you have a 4-month trial period, which is super cool. That's 120 days to see how it affects your body. And I'll just tell you guys honestly, in 2 weeks I had more energy. And Juice Plus, believe it or not, was cheaper than my prenatal vitamin that my midwife prescribed to me. So I was pretty stoked. I could feel a difference. I started to lose some baby weight. I lost about 10 pounds of baby weight. And I don't know that that was Juice Plus or just what my body was going to do, but losing some of that weight, getting out exercising again, it's like, you know, it creates that circle where it's better for your physical health, which benefits your mental health, which benefits the baby, it benefits your breastfeeding, all of that. So, you know, over the next 18 months, I saw phenomenal changes in my health. Joint pain that I had had since I was a teenager, I actually had arthritis, was gone. My skin cleared up. You guys, I had cystic acne, late 20s, early 30s. I had really bad PMS. I don't always share this, but before I even had kids, I was put on Prozac because my PMS was so bad. I think they thought I was going to kill somebody. Nobody wants to be that kind of mom. Let's be honest. And so I just feel like Juice Plus like balanced my hormones and just brought things into synergy in my body. So thankful for that. But it really, you know, the icing on the cake is my second child, who's 10 years old now, was a Juice Plus pregnancy. And I carried him 2 weeks longer than my first pregnancy. So I carried him to a full 40 weeks. When he was born, my midwives were taking pictures of my placenta and umbilical cord and texting it to other midwives they knew because they were geeking out at how healthy they were, and the umbilical cord being like a lot thicker than normal. And I just feel like my son had more muscle tone than his brother had had at birth. And you know, the other thing is he was a 4-hour home birth. Both my boys, and I again attribute this to getting good nutrition in my body, I was able to breastfeed them both for 2 years, which was a goal for me. Not everybody wants to do that for that long. But I literally could have gone on and probably nursed the whole neighborhood for years. And I just think that, you know, I just think it's a testament to getting good nutrition in your body, that your body makes the milk that your baby needs. Your body knows what to do so often, regardless if you're talking about pregnancy or anything else. We just need the nutritional building blocks to do it. So Juice Plus really catalyzes that healthy lifestyle, gives you nutrition every day from 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries. So I'm going to try to get more in the light, and gets you eating more whole food. I think there's something about those capsules in your palm every morning, and those chewables, that reminds you, eat whole food, get some exercise, drink enough water, get some rest, de-stress a little bit, you know, get off Facebook and go have coffee with a good friend. And so I'll just say this grew into a mission for me. The panel of women that you heard from tonight, we are all stay-at-home moms. Thousands and thousands of dollars a month are being made by this panel of women that allow us to be home with our kids. They're allowing kids to go to private school. They're paying for, you know, therapies that kids need for, you know, things like dyslexia, learning disabilities, things that happen in childhood that are unexpected. So we're serious about this mission. And just to wrap it up, if you want to get started tonight on Juice Plus, please ask the person that invited you to listen to this to walk you through your options and how that works. Secondly, if you have more questions about it, we are flush with resources. So again, ask the person that invited you to share some more resources with you and answer your questions. 3rd, if you were like, I'm excited, I'm going to start Juice Plus, and I'm going to go tell my sister and my neighbor and my best friend, you know what? You just got to join our mission. It's $50 a year to be a distributor. We're not like those other companies with quotas and high pressure and all that. We're about sharing and helping up people to up-level their health. And we just want to empower you to go and share that with people that you know that we don't know. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to this amazing team of women that I get to work with, and men too. But just for the ladies tonight, I think one of the coolest things that happens here in this community is the connection that's genuine and the support that's genuine. And really, if I could add a 5th thing for wellness for all, you know, mothers and children and babies, is we need good, strong support systems that are genuine and authentic and help us rise to the challenges that certainly we face. And this community certainly does that. So thank you for attending tonight. I'm going to end the recording, but please get with the person who invited you.